The only reason why I don't have... Oops. Oh, well. Obviously, it didn't start recording. Ah, wait, no, it did. Okay, never mind. With that creepy little spiel out of the way... Hello, my fellow viewers and subscribers. This is Supercholatemilkshake here with Doki Literature Club again. Okay, so, I remember the last time Natsuki and Yuri got into a fight. I had to call Sayori in, and she helped basically balance out the whole thing. And, well, okay. So, basically, the last time I also saved was, I stopped playing because of the fact that my sister's computer had a little bit of a problem, and I had to go fix it. The downside of being the only nerd in the house. Yeah. But anyway, yes. So here I am, back again, ready to show off my poem. And I'm gonna start with Yuri because of the fact that, well, again, she's the experienced writer of the group. So, you know, I would expect her opinion to be, well, at least really good. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Supercholatemilkshake. Well... See that? I mean, she looks really happy. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means an awful lot. Huh? It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. Well, you know what? That's not a bad thing either. I mean, that's a good thing. Seriously, just keep inspiring other writers to do better, okay? I know you're new to this, so don't worry if it seems like you can't get the poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to do... You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain... Oi, I'm hiccuping. Feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Well, you know, that's true. Try letting your mind wander for your feelings. And that is also true, too. And write down the things you see and hear. Yep. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. You know what? The same logic can go if you're a composer, or a painter, a drawer, what else? A video maker, you know, kind of like me, or wait, oh no, a film director. Yes, directors do have a really wonderful time with composition. Choreography is excellent, too. What other fantastic forms of art are there? Let me know down in the comments. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. It's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that, if you would like to read it. Well, of course, I'd be more than happy to. I liked yesterday's poem. This is the poem you wrote for today. Yuri nods, and then timidly hands me her poem. You don't need to be so shy. Time to find a voice. It happened in the dead of night, while there was... Oh, wait, I gotta read the title first. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night, while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies was with an unordinary humor. Should I start this over? The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies was an unordinary humor. I gave the raccoon a piece of my bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that the raccoon whom that is fed always comes back for more. The exciting beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and affects much more than the light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft, the raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has a taking a following to me. You could say we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently. The bread always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. The rush of blood, classic pavilion conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. That's very metaphorical, but I can't help but feel like there's some vibes that Yuri is obviously trying to hint to something here. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I could see that. It's a lot more metaphorical per se, and you know, that's true. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. You know, I almost couldn't begin to imagine either. That's right. It's a bit closer than my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express my vivid imagery, conveying emotions through them. And you know, that's a good use of writing there, you know? Yeah, if I take it at face value, I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, think of it something as different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels to indulge in one of my more unusual hobbies. Huh. Well, I also have an unusual hobby too. I suck my thumb when I'm in bed. Yeah, it took a lot to say that. It's those sort of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So sometimes I enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because... uh-oh. They're embarrassing. Oh, boy. And people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Supercholatemilkshake? Yes, I do, and I just admitted it to the entire internet, so... yeah, I'm probably gonna get blackmailed for that. Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has something like... a little something like that. And the best we can do is respect each other in our individualities. And that is so true. Please do not make fun of the fact that I just said I suck my thumb in bed, because you know what? I actually literally do that. It's embarrassing. I'm trying to fight it. I'm trying to fight it. Yeah. Anyway, but you know what? I'm not gonna... but technically, if Yuri told me what her hobby was, then, you know, I'm not gonna make fun of her of it. I mean, seriously. Because, you know... I'm not that kind of guy. Respect is a two-way street. You gotta give some to get some, you know? Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things can make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I probably would hate myself. I embrace my weirdness all the time! I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. You know, I'm happy to listen to you, Yuri. Who should I show my poem to next? I'm gonna save Sayori for last, like I did last episode. Or wait, 2 episodes ago. Okay, let's go with Natsuki. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. But I really can't say it's any better either. Okay, now what's that supposed to mean? Phew. Huh? Phew, what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. Well, you know what? I guess that's true, considering that I just scribbled down words into a notebook. Whoops, and I just clicked out of the game! And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... wait, maybe that was a compliment? I don't think that was a compliment, Natsuki. I think you're taking it the wrong direction there. Haha, well, I'm glad to see someone recognizes my experience. From what you wrote yesterday, you call that experience? Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be good as me someday. That's, something tells me that Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, it kinda reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Eh, you think so? Well, yeah, I guess. If you've been friends for her so long, you might be on the same wavelength. but you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? What? A type? No way! Okay, here's how I express for types. First of all, I am my own individual person. I've always been my own individual person. I was my own individual person through high school. I didn't fit in with a popular group. I didn't fit in with the unpopular group. I had friends in both groups. And basically, I knew a lot of people in my school. And a lot of people knew me in school, too. So, technically, in a way, I'm not my own type, I'm my own individual. I have friends that are their own individuals. They didn't fit in with a popular group or an unpopular group. Because really, what's the point of doing popular and unpopular groups, you know? That's just basically like trying to ostracize everyone out of your life. Which, you know, that's not how it should be. Basically, you should be welcoming and thanking people for coming into your life sometimes, because, you know, you never know. Sometimes the smallest smile can make the biggest difference, you know? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? Fluffy? Fluffy? You're describing Sayori with fluffy? No. Sayori is not a fluffy person. I promise you that. She's dragging you around like a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. But to think of it this way, if it wasn't for me, she'd probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You know, that is kind of true, you know? You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh, yeah, and I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Do I have to go on an epic nose-blowing adventure again? My nose is getting clogged up. You know what I heard about Amy? Oh, wait. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Ickly, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound. My heart would pound the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders, and that's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders. Her hands are probably gross, and that's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably likes spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? And that's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world's better off without spider lovers. And I'm going to tell everyone. Okay, now first of all, really, Natsuki, you're just being mean here. Not bad, right? Well, yeah, it's quite a bit longer than yesterday's, and, you know, I actually would say it's better than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short, and I agree with that! You could have put in a little more detail in there. Why is my camera not charging? I thought I plugged it in. Huh? Weird. Okay, then. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think it was the best I could do. Well, of course not. Everybody could do a little bit better out there, you know? No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. Yeah, I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Wait a second. Did you just write this poem because of the fact that you had an argument with Yuri yesterday? Because, you know what, you two had an argument about writing poems, and then you had an argument about lady things, and then of course you had an argument about making Sayori upset, and then you completely and totally forgot the argument. You just wrote this to shove this into Sayori's face? Seriously? Come on. Yeah, come on, mature up, be a little bit grown up, give her the benefit of the doubt, come on. I mean, it's not too late for you two to become friends. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is being an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course! It's about how everyone thinks my... Well, that doesn't matter. It can't be about anything. Thinks of what? I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby, or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of if people find out they make fun of you, or think less of you. But that makes people stupid. Who cares that someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone, and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. You know what? That's funny. Yuri wrote the same thing. Huh, that's funny. You're... Exactly what I said! Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said that her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. But I really didn't get it. She said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about these things. Really? Well... I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she had some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. See? I mean, come on. You two, you need to get along. You need to... Come on, just be good friends with each other, okay? We'll get along. I'm pretty sure you could use each other in a good friendship, you know? And please do not blow that out of proportion. I know there's gonna be people who probably would. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Yeah, don't judge. Respect each other. It's a two-way street. You need to give some to get some, you know? Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and such... I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. Oh, come on, seriously? But you don't need to hate her just because of that. Sometimes it's your insecurities is what makes you, you. Seriously. It's your imperfections that make you, you. Just keep that in mind. But, by the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. That's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. And that is very true. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. And you know what? That's also true, too. You know what? You can make people think and feel. It's possible. I've seen it before. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, so look forward to it. Okay, now that's a little demanding. Okay, to Monica next. Hi again, Supercholatemilkshake. How's the writing going? Terrible. I just put down random words into a sheet of paper. Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. Well, I guess anything better bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Maybe I will. Maybe I might come up with a masterpiece after recording this video. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. You want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Oh, right. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. Hearing that just melts my heart. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... You know what makes me shy? Is you making that pose. Seriously. Especially with the fact that there's still flowers flying across the screen. I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make new friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. Well, I guess I wouldn't blame you on that, because, you know, there's more to everybody that meets the eye, huh? I mean, there's a lot more to me than what meets the eye. I mean, even if I shave my head from, like, the last time I recorded this. And you could talk to me every now and then, too. Well, I guess I wouldn't mind that, but... I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I? Is there really an honest way to answer that question? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just getting used to being here, that's all. Like I said, is there really an honest way to answer that question? Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. Like I said, there's no honest way to answer that question. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out. I hope you do so too. Alright, let's take a look. What? Save me! The colors, they won't stop. The bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Wait, those are all digital sound. Never mind. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. What? I gotta look over this again. Hold on. What? Okay. It's even more abstract than your It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Yeah, the last one made a little more sense when you think about it. Stop doing that! Yes, this time I literally cut out to me so you can see me freaking out like this so you can laugh your heads off! Ha 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 ha. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. You know, with a pose like that, you know, it's really hard to tell a girl directly that you didn't like her poem. Did I run on my button snap? Oh, nope, no they didn't. Okay, wait. Oh, yes they did. Wait, no it didn't. Okay, never mind. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. It's kind of like playing with... I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. I don't see how that changed the mood or anything. My mood is still confusion. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. What noise? I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be about as abstract as a physical expression of feeling. Or a conversation with the reader. So putting it in that way, not every poem is about something. Everything's about something, Monica. Everything. I'm starting to get a wee bit suspicious of you. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your... Hey, you never know when you might change your mind. And why are you telling me that? I mean, I kind of made the rule, save constantly, you know? Or when something unexpected may happen. Is this like a sign or something? Or wait, are you breaking the fourth wall, or... I'm getting a little weirded out here. Wait, is this tip even about writing? If you're doing it on the computer, like typing. And usually I do type. I mean, I don't really write it down, I just type it because my handwriting is so atrocious, sometimes I can't read it. What am I even talking about? I think I'm gonna have to keep my eye on you, Monica. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on you. How should I write? Who should I show my... Well, okay. Sayori's the only one left, so... Super Chocolate Milkshake. I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything! But your poems are so good. Yesterday's, and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one that feels that way, so... No way! Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. I guess when I think about it, I guess it probably would be a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about her too. What? Stop thinking weird things, idiot! I mean just that you're really an expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? Well, unfortunately. But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking? Let's not talk about that. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection, and you know, I guess it probably comes from knowing this girl for so long. It's your fault for getting into my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Yay! Okay, yep. She's definitely melting my heart. I'm not a kid! I'm sorry. I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. You know what, Sayori? I'm a kid at heart too, trust me. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Supercholatemilkshake, will you give me your poem? I kinda wanna keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Well, sure, I have no problem with that. Keep it. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Whatever. Oh, I'll give it to you when we go home. You know what? I would definitely give it to her in a heartbeat anyway, because, you know, if it makes her happy, then, you know, just do it. Just do it. I mean, come on. A guy does a stupid thing once only because he's a guy. A guy does a stupid thing twice because of the fact that he's trying to impress some girl. So, really? Snap. Ah! I broke my pencil. Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the pieces she dropped. But being initiative of her own surroundings, she bumps right into me. Oh, sorry. Oh, man. It's fine, it's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down to pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Well, you know, I noticed that. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at her desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. It's not as good as yours. Geez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Of course. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar, the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like bundles of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. I put it in a bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a flow. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels in a certain way, down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams, friend after friend, more bottles, deeper and deeper my fingers grow. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in its nooks and crannies, dragging, digging, scraping, scraping, I blow the dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and I come in with my friends. Then in they come, such a hurry. They don't want my bottles that much. I frantically pull them from the shelf one after another, holding them out to every friend, and each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. But they're all shouting, pleading something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Why is this making me cry? Why is this making me cry? Tough man's gotta cry too sometime, you know. But why is this poem making me cry? It's not like she turned on any emotions or anything. I don't know. Man. Holy cow. You know, I just felt this way like about 2 nights ago too. I mean, I just finally finished the Twisted Ones in 2 weeks. Mind you, but yeah, I mean, the ending of that book almost made me cry too. I'm not going to spoil anything for you, by the way, but it's a really good book. Trust me, you're going to have to read it to understand, but why is this poem making me cry? Okay, come on, keep it kid-friendly here. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday that I was going to write the best poem ever? Well, you know, it was rather good, I will admit to that. I liked it a lot, but, you know, there's something off with it. I mean, it made me cry. Yeah, but I didn't mean to expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And lately, I've been in touch with my feelings recently. Well, I guess that would be kind of true. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being so cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. My point is, it came out good, and you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, haven't you? I hope you keep it up. Yay! Writing's the best! I'm going to keep writing until I die. Well, don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori always has a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes, it makes it hard for me to feel pessimistic. Well, true. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come and sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I really don't do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on the posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can hand out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us if we're actually going to be what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. Well, I heard about it! Sayori already told me. We're going to be performing! Well, that's a strong suit of mine. Maybe I should get my, maybe I should find a costume set or something. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance! Well, then, there's only 2 people I could think of that I'd rather perform. Shakespeare and Shel Silverstein. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Okay, I guess that wouldn't be such a bad idea, but Sayori is putting it all on the posters in case if anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Hehe. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I mean, if it's Sayori's, I guess hopefully it's nice. Hopefully it's nice. Hopefully it's not a bad drawing. I mean, if not, then, well, you know what? If she was with me, I'd probably critique her and try to help her out and do a little bit better, you know? I mean, I would give her advice of how to draw a little bit better, you know? I mean, come on, that's what good artists do with good artists. Well, I did. Do you really think that's bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a good group of people like that. Yeah, Monica, I will admit, what you're doing there is kind of on the spot for everybody. Cause I mean, yeah, Natsuki and Yuri feel kind of uncomfortable about that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Yeah, I can understand where you two are coming from. Stage fright is kind of a big thing, and how come my camera battery is dying? Why on earth? Alright, hold on. I don't want the camera battery dying. I don't want the camera battery dying. Ah! 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 Phew! Okay, crisis averted. We're not gonna lose this We're not gonna lose the camera, but it's gonna tilt a few inches over to the right. Oh, great, it's gonna keep doing that, isn't it? Great, you're gonna be looking at me like this the whole time. Really catchy music. Anyway, imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Did I already say that? Okay, I probably did. Guys, no, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud in front of a home room of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. Yes, Monica, you did. Unfortunately. Don't put everybody on the spot, okay? Seriously. You don't show great leadership skills by putting everybody on the spot like that. I mean, if you want, it's probably way better to ease them into the idea of sharing their poems with other people, than to just immediately go like, alright, okay, this is what we're gonna be doing. I want you to do this, I want you to do that, and I want you to do that. You know, and then of course, you know, they do it and it's all wrong. So, you know, like I said, I'm so sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. Unfortunately, that's kind of true. If we even start the event and put each put on a good performance, then we'll inspire others to do the same. And then the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons. You know, all that's true. And having fun. Well, okay, maybe the having fun part isn't as true, because sometimes there is moments when literature really isn't that fun. Especially if you have to go dark and drastic. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if it all takes standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. Unfortunately, I kinda do, but I kinda don't, because I really don't want to put Sayori and Natsuki on the spot because they kind of feel uncomfortable. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been truly trying to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little. Yeah, well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll have to get over with it. I mean, get it over with. Then. Oh, right. Phew! Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I really don't have a choice. Oh, come on, just a little confidence. It goes a long ways. I mean, even if, as friends, even if the friends need to push you onto that stage, trust me, it's a lot better to walk onto that stage yourself than have the humility of all your friends pushing you on stage. Seriously. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to compose a poem choose a poem of yours. Then we're going to start practice reciting them in front of each other. Well then, how about light in the attic? That's definitely how you would describe me. No way! Monica! This is too sudden! Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, then how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Dang it, she has a good point. She has a good point, girls. Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind herself. Then she stands behind the podium. This is a little poem. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before? Or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next! Whoa, that's unexpected of you, Yuri. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden, yeah. Yuri clutches the sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. Oh, well, I guess... Well, like I said, it's that whole humiliation thing. Being pushed onto the stage by your friends is really humiliating. Going up there yourself isn't really all that bad. Seriously. I mean, it's kind of how I had to manage my own stage fright, you know, at a time. I was kind of nervous to be up on stage. Actually, you should hear about my very first time I was in marching band. Daniel with his... yeah, my good friend Daniel Evans. Some of you may know him. I mean, he's the censored logo on my channel. You've probably seen him a couple times, especially in this walkthrough. He told me to imagine everybody in their underwear. I'm like, really? But that's what not helped me get over my stage fright. It was the fact that, you know what? I had to feel comfortable. I just had to start feeling comfortable about myself, and I didn't have to feel like I was being forced out there, but I wanted to be out there. And that's kind of how I got over it. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances around at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It is called The After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as he starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting so much effort? Again, maybe it's that whole friend thing, you know? That again. Yuri gets past the first couple of lines. Her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into short syllables of a fierce, confident woman. Well, I guess that's true. I can barely breathe. The poem is full of twists and turns, and its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. Indicates does not start with an E. Does it? Anyway. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. You know what? She definitely does seem to be kind of brave and strong outside of her natural timid, I can barely speak type of thing. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first one to start applauding. Of course, I would start applauding for Yuri, because, you know... yeah. Everyone joins me afterward. We give Yuri the recognition she deserves. Not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. Well, you know, I guess that probably would be kind of true too, but, you know, I would definitely start applauding first. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium, and I need to go blow my nose again. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm back. Oh. Okay, so I got a quick question. Why on earth do I have to blow my nose whenever I play this game? Seriously. It happened like the last walkthrough. No, wait, it happened. I don't know. Does this game make me sick? I don't know. I'm gonna have to consult a doctor. Anyway, Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks over to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Oh man. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. Of course it is! But then, you know, you have to get comfortable going like, you know what? I made myself do this. Okay, so let's do this. How do you guys do it so easily? How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think like you're reciting it to other people. Imagine that you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way. Well, that part of that is true. The other part is, you know what? I just aim to impress. I want to make people smile. I want to make people laugh. I want to make people entertained. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is, but it's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Well, maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes, we applaud. I guess that isn't a bad thing either, because I mean, if you get to know a girl... I did it! Good job, Sayori! Even Supercholatemilkshake liked it! I guess that's a good sign! What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. Monica, don't tell her that. Seriously, I would just let her keep the My Meadow poem. Seriously. In other words, I've seen poems of yours that were that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, but depending on what you're reading. Monica, stay out of it! I like the way she was delivered it. I think you should keep that poem as, you know, the poem that she should recite. Oh, I know what you mean. That's, well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little bit more. Monica, stay out of it! We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay, so who's next? Monica, I said stay out of it. Sayori likes what she likes, and you know what? If the poem fits her perfectly, just do it. If the shoe fits, wear it. If the shoe fits comfortably, definitely wear it. But if the shoe fits, wear it. Don't question it. Don't push it any further. Natsuki? Don't make me go before a super chocolate milkshake. It's not like I can compare it to you guys anyway. Might as well let super chocolate milkshake lower everyone's standards a little bit before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. Well, you know what? I wish I had like a book of Shel Silverstein poems somewhere. If I had to choose... Well, actually, no, I don't have a book, but I do have a recording of Runny Babbitt. Yes, I have audio recordings of Runny Babbitt. You know, the really silly stuff. I stand up and step up in front of the poem. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I'm sorry. You know what? It's kind of like earlier today, I actually got stuck on the fryers, and then I had this thought about going to the gym after being stuck on fryers and going like, you know what? Because after you used to get stuck on fryers, basically the smell of the fryers stick to you even more so than they would do anywhere else, even though honestly it sticks to you wherever you go. It's just a curse of McDonald's. But I just thought of like walking into the gym and smelling like a really, really big French fry. I wonder what on earth other people would think of me then. Oh, sorry. Sometimes it's a random thought that makes me laugh. I don't know if it made you laugh thinking about it or not, but still. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really good as everyone else. No, not the real me. I would read it with confidence, vim, and vigor. I would read it like, oh, if it was a delicate flower inside the middle of a field. And with some sheer force, like someone trying to break down the door. You know. And sometimes trying to mix it up, too. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more of your lack of confidence in writing. Like I needed a reminder, Monica, or at least that avatar part did, because the real me probably doesn't really have that lack of confidence in my writing. It's something that will improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then, that just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki Here I go again. I can't say it. Hey, gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting? Humph. Anyway, this poem is called Jump. Jump! Wait, is it that kind of jump, or... Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting her poem, the sour attitude suddenly disappears a little. While she's still a little enthused, her poem has rhythm and rhyme to it. And Natsuki's trademark style, It's Natsuki trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. Golf clap! For some reason, I really don't seem to like Natsuki all that much. She huffs back to her seat, but then probably that's because I had a friend that was a girl who was also bossy, so I'm not gonna mention her name though, out of respect. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Ah, well, at least you feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people. I mean, doing it in front of people will be way easier. I could put down on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. It's personally for me too. It'd be a lot easier to express more emotion around my friends than it would be in front of other people. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much of a worry for the festival. And that said, I want to thank everyone for coming, though. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time of what you'll be reciting. Sheesh. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. Yep. Let's go with Light in the Attic. I like that poem for some reason. That's fine, too. It doesn't have to be your own. Already pleasantly surprised that you're putting all this effort into... I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting all this effort into the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Your stance makes me nervous! Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait! I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same amount of enthusiasm that Sayori and Monica has, but I'll definitely do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the cub. And impressing Monica. Why am I so worried about impressing Monica? Sayori is, like, the best girl, right? Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? You know what? I really wish you quit hitting that pose, because you send flowers go flying across the screen. If it wasn't for my editing breaks, I probably would have flowers going across the screen all the time. Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be nice. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? Yeah, Yuri, you have a point. Okay, Super Chocolate Milkshake, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. Anyway, I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. Geez, there's that cute face again, but... Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean... Sayori fumbles with their words. I mean, like, walk home with each other? You know what? I probably would like it too. So, let's just say one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well... I would still walk home with you, Sayori. First of all, you're my next door neighbor, so really I don't have much of a choice there. But second of all, I mean, come on. You're adorable! Sayori, would you really think I'd ditch you for Yuri? Huh? But, she's so beautiful and smart. Well, I mean, I guess that is true, but, you know, why? Why would I go for someone that's beautiful and probably just about as smart as I am? I know, literally, I am actually rather smart. I just have a hard time getting it out. Sheesh. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't ruin that just for you. I mean, I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Super Chocolate Milkshake. You think about me too much sometimes. Maybe I do, but, you know, it's because I care. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure it out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating on something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of weird thing for Sayori to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what would happen in that time? Yeah, who knows? And in speaking of time, I'm already at a full hour, so I'm just gonna have to stop this recording right here, unfortunately. But, you know, this is an interesting turn of events, and, well, anyway, yeah, if you liked it, hit that like button, don't forget to comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. This is Super Chocolate Milkshake, signing off!